All right, guys, we're here for our team meeting. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to pin myself. Okay, you're getting the text earlier in the day on Mondays, just with a little agenda and overview of what I'm going to talk about. I hope you all find this valuable. And if you don't, let me know, because I'd love to talk about whatever you need for your business and however you want to work this. Whatever you need help for, I'm here for it. That's the whole point of this, not just for me to talk about what I want to talk about with you, okay? So I'm going to screen share and we will get started. Okay, I'm just going to screen share my whole desktop because that's easier. Okay, can you see that? You can see that, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Team meeting agenda. All right. First of all, want to go over the class reminders. You guys know that I offer a class. I actually changed it to my house because I don't go into the studios on Wednesday. So I thought, why am I coming here when I have a house? So I'm doing it at my house Wednesdays at 6 p.m. You can invite anybody you want. Obviously, if you invite someone, I hope you can attend as well. But I'll be there. They do have to RSVP. For instance, my people canceled last week, so I didn't have it. So don't just send people willy-nilly, okay? You need to let me know, okay? Then I did a vendor event over the weekend, and it was really awesome. I loved it. Maybe I'll talk about that in another call, but I went in with the intention of just making contacts. I did not sell anything. I had like a DIY bug spray thing I offered just to get people talking and stuff. But I made a lot of really good contacts and did a giveaway. So I got a lot of people's information. I didn't even tell them what I was giving away. And people are like, sure, I'll give you my info. I'm going to give something away, but I just thought it was funny. I was like, they don't even know what they want and they're just giving their numbers out. So, but one of the ladies I spoke with lives in the Hylon building in downtown Columbus, across from the Applebee's. And she gave me the phone number to the woman who gets together their community activities. And I was like, okay, well, you know, a lot of people there, they're disabled or elderly and on assistance, but coming from a place of honestly just wanting to serve and help people learn, like I put Deep Blue on this woman and she was like, oh, my arthritis, like she just felt it was helpful, you know, and she was like, oh, my neighbor needs that. And so Betty down the road, you know, needs that. So I thought, why don't I just offer to do a class there? Not going to be salesy, but how can I help them help themselves? So I think on the 6th of July, it's at 1 p.m. because they like to do it after their tea time or coffee time. So I think I'm going to do it on improving aches and pains. And then on the 18th, which is a Monday, I'm going to talk about improving your strength and overall wellness. So I just feel like those are valuable things to help everybody improve their health, whether or not they can afford doTERRA, honestly, because I would love to at least help people see that there is an option, and maybe they don't have to get on another medicine if they don't need to. All right. So that's going to be on my schedule for July, and potentially it could be a long-term thing. So if that's something anybody would like to jump into or take a turn at and seeing how that goes for them in their business, you're more than welcome to come along or see how it works for you, or maybe try something in your area. If you know of community rooms or homes, that's a great way to make new contacts also. We're going to pass through this. I've been talking about this for a few weeks. Just want to remind you guys, I'm giving incentives for running your business. All right. So free A to Z guides, free product and sample containers, an oil book, or up to 100 PV and free product, or $100 cash money. So just do the thing, right? I just want to help you guys build your business and give you incentive to do that, because you will also just make money to do it as well. All right, wellness consults. I said I was going to specifically, a bit more detail, talk about wellness consults. So I'm going to bring up a few things that I talk about, and we're going to run through. We're going to run, okay? It's not going to be, because normally, like, I'm booking to get this done in less than 30 minutes when I do it on the phone. In person, I honestly just let it flow. Okay. And then I'm also going to send you guys a podcast that I think the woman's name is Laura Jacobs, did an overview of how to do a wellness consult with. This is a newer brochure than the old one we used to have. Okay. So first of all, you're going to send them or email or bring with you this Live Guide. All right. You can get them on doTERRA, or you can order them, or they come in the class in a box. 10 of them come in there, or you can order them individually. Of course, if you're doing it on Zoom, just email one to them. Okay. So first off, I just like to talk about like what doTERRA is about, or what's the point of this wellness consult. So I'll speak to you as if I'm speaking to them. So this whole point of this meeting is just for me to help you get the most out of your wholesale account, right? You know, you're getting the 25% off for a whole year, but what does that even mean? Or why do you need the 25% off for a year, right? But I'm your wellness advocate. I get to help you do that, okay? So I just want to let you know, doTERRA, a lot of what they do is essential oils, but really they're an overall wellness company. They want people to feel their best and live a non-toxic lifestyle. So those are some of the things we're going to be talking about. So this guide is specifically to help you discover the benefits of essential oils, create a wellness plan that you can stick to, and maybe find some other products that can work in your household, okay? So if you see on the right here, doTERRA has this like semi-wellness pyramid, I like to call it, okay? Most importantly, the biggest one is at the bottom, and then it goes up from there. So if you have a pen handy, if not, I can keep track for you, but I'd like your feedback on this because it's going to help me know where you are in this process. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to rate yourself, okay? You're going to rate yourself where you are as far as your nutrition and digestion. So how is your gut health? How is your diet? On a scale of 10, what are you? Pause, let them answer. Okay, wow, you're a 7. So that's pretty good. That's good, not bad. Okay, so that may not be something you necessarily have first in line, okay? But we'll touch on it a little bit. Okay, so next, movement and metabolism. So your exercise, how often are you moving? And again, kind of goes into the gut health thing with your metabolism and things like that. Rate yourself. They say whatever. So resting and managing stress. This one is very interesting to me because it actually, proper rest can help you manage stress. Managing stress can give you proper rest, right? So that's why it's in the same line there. So as far as getting enough sleep and your stress level, what would you rate yourself? All right, so toxicity. So specifically toxicity, we're talking about maybe the toxic or the chemicals that you use in your household, or do you use non-toxic, or even what are you putting into your body? You know, is it cleaner food, healthier food, things like that, making sure everything's kind of firing on all cylinders? What would you rate yourself? So next, informed self-care. So are you taking care of your immune system? You know, making sure you're giving your body everything it needs to be as healthy as we possibly can. Rate yourself. Okay, and proactive medical care. So of course, by all means, I'm not anti-doctor. We do need to go to the doctor, right? But there's a lot of things we can do first and then seek that medical care when needed, not the opposite, right? We don't have to go get medical care first and then handle the other things. So very good. Well, that helps me really see where you need to improve and make some improvement in your diet. Okay. All right. So here, now we're going to flop down all the way to the end of the brochure, and it's for a reason. Okay. So it's page 22. I want to show you here. This is the point of our wellness consult. All right. Now, if you're comfortable sharing this with me, I want you to write down your top health priorities. Okay. So your top health priorities, 1 to 3, go ahead and take your time. And then when you're done, if you're comfortable, I'd love for you to share them with me. So that will help me get a very well-rounded view of exactly how this consult can help you. Okay. 1 second, sorry. Okay. All right. Okay, so you said exercise, you want to improve on exercise, you want to improve on your nutrition, even though you put yourself at a 7, so that's good. You're wanting to improve that even. And then you said you wanted to improve your rest and managing stress because you put a 3 on there. So that's definitely some room for improvement, right? Okay, well, that helps me a lot. So now as we go through this consult, we are going to just break it down and we will spend more time on the things you specifically said you needed help with, okay? So first we have nutrition and digestion. Okay, so this would take too long, right? That's just my kind of intro, and I will send you guys a video also as like the follow-up text. I'll send you a video that contains a perfect wellness consult in it, okay? And that's where they're gonna go. I don't know if it's with this new magazine actually, but you go into detail focusing on where they said they need help, okay? Bring out, do not read everything because their eyes will cross, right? So just bring out little things that maybe you use or maybe that they already have in their first kit that they ordered that they can find value in the benefits of it, okay? I also always highlight this little box on every page, daily wellness habits. Encourage them to eat whole, fresh foods, decrease consumption of sugar, caffeine, dairy, and processed foods. So I kind of run through these, hit on some of my favorites. A lot of people don't know that we offer kids vitamins, right? That we have the importance of Terrazyme, or even this wellness program, which there's another page for that, so I don't spend a lot of time on it, okay? Moving through movement and metabolism. If they didn't get Deep Blue, I feel like everyone should experience it, so I at least hit one of these. The Mito 2 Max is a great option, especially if they are trying to substitute or bring out some caffeine in their diet. This is a natural energy supplement. Hit on the protein because it's just good and high quality. I wish everybody used a protein that was this good. And if they're dealing with aches and pains, I say choose one and try it. And then the next month, maybe we'll choose a different one. The next month, choose a different one. So the Deep Blue, polyphenol complex, the turmeric, or the copaiba. Remember, we don't want them to throw the kitchen sink at an issue because then we don't know what's solving it, okay? So one thing at a time. Okay, managing stress. If that's an issue, you're going to talk about some of your favorite things. I always highlight the adaptive system just because I feel like, and the Serenity combo, because I feel like it's really good. That's just my personal thought. Reducing toxicity. I always make sure people understand that this is a cleanse that doTERRA offers, okay? That doesn't mean it's something they should be doing constantly. Most of the time, personally, I pass over this because I feel like it's a lot and most people aren't prepared for that starting out. So I kind of pass over it, but do touch on it and let them know that this is an option because maybe there's someone who loves to do cleanses. Maybe they know the value of cleanses. So don't pass over it so they know that at least we offer it, right? But move through it. I like to focus on home care. The Abode line specifically is here. I do talk about the On Guard cleaner because I use it in my studio. So just mention that, show them all the options. Also, Susan Sachs shared this with me, the dishwasher pods. If you have a Yeti cup, okay, like you know how like those stainless steel get like grody on the inside with coffee and stuff, like stained coffee, put a dishwasher pod in it and let it sit overnight. I kid you not, the next day it is crystal clear, like brand new. I was like, oh, like no scrubbing or anything. I was really impressed. And I used it on my baking pans. I had 2 baking pans that were like destroyed. So I put that in there and let them sit. Didn't do it quite as well as the cup, but I was really impressed by that. Natural self-care, highlighting all of the options. So sometimes if people feel like they don't know maybe what else to buy, or they're kind of stuck in a certain, oh, I just have a lot of oils already, maybe try some of these options. You might be surprised. I was impressed with the hair care, and I'm pretty picky about that. So I was pretty impressed that I like that. Tyler loves the mouthwash. We use the toothpaste, and I really do like their skincare. The informed self-care, how amazing CorrectX is. I'm about to buy another one to keep on hand and keep here at the studio. It's like a natural Neosporin, and all of the other options we have for just feeling our best, okay? I do hit on the targeted wellness delivered. They just removed the mind and mood program, just so you know, which is funny because I just did a wellness consult with someone and they were like, that one seems like the one I would like. And I was like, well, it's gone. So I guess it just had really low numbers. So they nixed it. This to me is confusing on the computer. So I don't touch it. I really don't. If we were in person, I think it would be a great thing to go back and kind of check mark maybe. But I also have people, like, as we're discussing, as we're doing the wellness consult, keep track of things they go, oh, or they say that's nice, or whatever, and have them keep track too. Then we get to the point, most of my people start out with the LLV, so they're already going to be ready to add it to their next month LRP, right? Because they're going to be out. So I start creating I write down the natural solutions they already have, that's here, that are going to help with these issues. And then we write down the natural solutions they need, okay? So you're highlighting the things that they already have, making sure they're using them properly. They know how to use them because this is after they get their first kit. Then we're going to the natural solutions that we discussed that they need, okay? I kind of bump over this middle section because I already just kind of provided them with that, but they can use it if they want. And I think if it's in person, it's a little easier. Discuss what other health wellness choices could support their goals. Like someone put in our last wellness consult, they said organizing, being better organized. And I was like, okay, never had that one. But so I just gave them organizational tips and like maybe ways to stay focused. And I don't know if anybody's read the book, Do the One Thing. It's a really good book, but it's just talking about, it's like, make your bed in the morning. Do the one thing, because if the whole day is crap, at least you come home to a made bed, So like just do the one thing, and that is how a lot of people get organized and honestly change a lot of things, because they complete the task. You finish the thing, which I really like. Okay. So at this point I say, so now I'd like to show you a really amazing program. You heard me mention it earlier, the Loyalty Rewards Program. So it's honestly the best way you can use your wholesale account is you get points back for everything you order. I don't know about you, but I don't get any money back from Target. All they do is take my money every time I go in there. So when I place an LRP order, I know I'm earning points, which is awesome. Now, every order I put in, I get 30% back in points, which helps me give people samples, helps me buy a more expensive item. I would have never bought Rose because it's $200 some, but I use my points to get it. So that's the type of thing that I use a lot of my points on. All the things we talked about, you do have a list that you mentioned that we kind of discussed of things you're going to want and need to add to your next order. So if it's okay with you, I'd like to just share my screen. Well, I am sharing my screen, sign into your account, and I'll show you how to set up that first loyalty rewards order. Okay. Sign into their account. They do have to give you their password, but people want to do that. If they've gotten on the phone with you, they want to know how to do this. Okay. So don't feel weird about it. Sign into their account, start their LRP, explain to them the day in which it should start, right? We want it to be before the 15th of the month, because one, they get their free oil. So you're going to explain that if it's a larger order over 125. And if it's before, don't tell them this, but if it's before the 15th of the month, you're going to feel more secure in what your overall volume is, right? You don't want everybody processing like all their orders on the last day of the month, because then you don't know what your rank's going to be, what your, maybe you're trying to hit your power of 3 bonus, and like, it sucks to not be sure until the end of the month. Okay. So ideally I tell them the free oil before the 15th of the month. Depending on when they get their kit, I try to have them process it that day. Okay. I also show them how they can change that date. And if they need to place a one-off order, I explain to them always create a new LRP and then go in and delete it or adjust the LRP. Okay. Never place a one-time order because they're not going to earn the points on it. All right. Okay. And that's it. And then they have this that they can refer back to it from time to time. Okay. So that is the wellness consult. I also heavily encourage them. I say, okay, well, this is really exciting. I'm super excited for you. I do want you to understand that I'm here to help you, but I really hope that you commit to taking your health and wellness seriously and try this for 3 months. You know, now you're joining this program, try it for 3 months and see how you feel. And then we're going to be in contact. I'm going to check in with you, see how you're feeling. You're going to get some text messages from me telling you more details on what you purchased. But I want to help you reach your goals. And a big part of that is being consistent. Okay. Consistent with your plan, consistent with those things that you wrote down, and we can get to those goals, but you got to stick with it. And then hopefully with that, they are set to continue their LRP, right? Little heavy-handed push never hurts. So I get to do it all day with people. So that's why it comes so easy. Okay. Okay. I think I just wanted to highlight like the value of LRP. Just make sure if people are like, no, I'm just going to place a single order. I mean, that's true. And they can do that, but make sure they understand that the loyalty rewards program, it can be a chapstick or it could be a 200-point value order. And it can change any month. They can also cancel it whenever they want. But the LRP order is they're going to earn points back on every order. At the minimum, they'll earn their shipping points back. So that's 4 points. Even if they order a chapstick, they're going to get 4 points because they're paying for shipping, right? If it's over 50 PV, they can earn anywhere from 10 to 30% back in points for future purchases. I like to highlight the whole ditch and switch, because if they're like, oh, well, you know, I don't use non-toxic stuff. And I'm like, well, when your cleaner runs out, try this, you know, and that's a nice way just to switch that out. Okay. That's something I mentioned last month. If you have people you've already enrolled and they are not on LRP, you never did a wellness consult with them, it's okay. Just ask them if you can do a wellness consult. I dropped the ball. I had to go back and tell everybody that I'd like to do a wellness consult with them. So it's super common. Just circle back. Okay. And offer that again. All right. So I actually think I was going to talk about the power of 3, but I feel like maybe that needs its own total meeting. Because it's so important. And I have like a 7-minute video I want to show you. I could send it along, but I just want to include it all in one. So next week, let's talk about the $50 power of 3 and the benefits of getting it, because it's not just $50, right? There's more, which I can explain next week, and the benefits of getting your 250, and then how that sets you up to work towards your $1,500 bonus. So if you hit your $1,500 bonus, that is $18,000 a year. And most people hit that at or around silver rank. So the $1,500 bonus, that's not anything small, $1,500. Neither is $250. That's a car payment, or, you know, so a lot of really interesting things that I want to make sure everybody understands. That's my desire, is that everybody is making at least their $50 bonus. So we'll talk about that next week and how you can kind of hone in and really focus on that and see how you can make that work for you. Okay. All right. Well, do you have any questions? Everything good? Kept it short and sweet today. Okay. All right, well, I will stop the recording.